Hey, how's it going, Steamboat? We got probably the oldest store, would you say? Is it the oldest store in Steamboat Springs?
The oldest store in Steamboat Springs.
FM Light?
Retail store in Northwest Colorado.
In Northwest Colorado, even. If you've driven up to Steamboat from Denver, you've seen the signs, FM Light and Sons, and we've got Del Lockhart here. Third generation?
Fourth.
Fourth generation.
I'm a little older than third.
So fourth generation, and we brought Craig Anderson here from Stetson Hat Company, one of the many products that you carry, including boots and kids' toys and belt buckles and knives and shirts.
Shirts and yeah, just about
jeans and
yeah, you got
we
it.
could go on and on.
We could go on and on, yeah.
But we're going to focus on some of the Stetson hats that you got in there. And
right.
Craig, thank you for coming up to Steamboat Springs.
Glad to be here.
You brought the snow. Thank you.
I did.
Yeah.
Appreciate
all the way
that.
from Denver.
Good job.
That was good. How long have you guys been working together?
We've been working together about 20 years, I'd say.
Yeah, Del and I have, yeah.
So nice. How'd that relationship all start out?
Originally, I was selling him boots way back when.
Okay.
And then I got the hat line, and I've been there ever since. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long has Stetson Hats been around for?
1865.
Pretty cool.
John B. Stetson was actually in Golden, Colorado, prospecting.
Okay.
And there were some pelts there, and he shaved them and boiled some water over a campfire, put the fur in the hot water, and it felted, and he made a hat out of it. And he sold it to one of those prospectors for a $5 gold piece.
And he said, I'm on to something.
Yeah, so he went back home, and which was back east, and he made 50 hats and sent them to the 50 best stores in the United States, and asked them that if they liked the hat, to give him an order for 12 more. And it worked. The hat was called, we call it the BOP, which stands for Boss of the Plains.
Okay.
And the rest is history. That was 1865.
Do they still make a version of that hat?
We do.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we do. It's an open crowned, flat brim. Yeah. The cowboys loved it, and the everybody out here, because it kept the weather off of them, and etc.
What's the material that gives you the stiffness in the hat?
The fur, actually, the fur itself, when you felled it, you hit it with scalding hot water.
Okay.
And the fibers actually tighten up, and they get so tight they actually shrink. It starts out about 2.5 feet tall, and it shrinks down to like that, and we pull it back out. We do add some stiffener to the hat,
okay,
but it gets a nice pop to it,
right?
And it'll hold up in weather, and that's what makes a good hat is good fur and how you do it.
Mm-hmm. I know that, you know, here in Steamboat Springs we have function and fashion, you know, and there are people that wear the cowboy hat for fashion purposes, but it started out as a functional item.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And what was that role for the hat?
The function part of
Yeah.
it? Just weather, exactly. In the summer, in those days, today we wear straw hats in the summer, but in those days they wore felt 12 months out of the year. And it was to keep the sun off their face in the summertime and the weather, keep their head dry and keep them warm. You lose a lot of warmth through your head, and if you've got a hat on, your whole body stays warmer.
Keeps you warm.
So that was the function part of it. Yeah.
Keeps the water out of the back of your jacket.
Exactly. Right.
You were saying earlier in the break there are two companies, Resistol and Charlie One Horse.
Joined forces with Stetson in the early 80s.
Okay.
Resistol for us is the core business, which is rodeo cowboy, working cowboy.
Okay.
And then Charlie One Horse is fashion. It's geared towards, it's a faster look, crushable straws that you can wear 12 months out of the year, but primarily geared towards the tourist and the resort business.
Yeah.
Okay, it's for the everyday person or woman or guy that doesn't want to isn't a cowboy.
Are you carrying this whole line that we're talking about?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
we
so
do.
You have all kinds.
We have all kinds.
You
Yeah.
actually have a lot of hats.
We have a lot of hats.
Which
Yes.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Where are all the Stetson hats made?
In Texas now.
Nice.
Originally Missouri, but they're made in Garland, Texas. We have 2 plants there, a body plant where the fur is mixed and the bodies are made, and then they're finished in Garland, Texas. 100% made in the United States.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
We have a bit of a personality here in Steamboat Springs by the name of Billy Kidd.
Yes, you do.
If anyone hasn't gotten a chance to see him walking around town or the ski resort, there's a huge bronze statue at the base of the mountain, fixed in his cowboy hat. And from my understanding, that's a Stetson.
Yes, it is. And Billy the Kid is a hero of mine. It goes
Okay.
back to the Jean-Claude Keeley, and I pulled for him so hard to win the gold, but he won the silver.
Yep.
And the whole state of Colorado is proud of him, but especially here in Steamboat. But yeah, he designed this hat over 30 years ago. It comes equipped with a stampede string so that if you're on the slope skiing, it'll stay on your head. And twice a year we get together for in July and then at this time also. And he comes in and he autographs every hat
Oh, nice.
inside. And yeah, Billy the Kid is a big part of Stetson and a huge part of FM Light. And
Huge
Steamboat.
part, yeah. Yeah, he is.
Huge part of Steamboat.
Huge part of Steamboat and ski
Yeah.
course, absolutely.
He's got a statue.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
How do you get a statue?
What more do you want?
Yeah.
the monument, yeah.
It's a big picture moment too. You always see a lot of people standing
Absolutely.
around that statue and getting
They do, yeah.
pictures. It's
Yeah, and
kinda
he's
funny.
great. He interfaces with those tourists on the hill all the
Yeah.
time.
Billy's a good,
He's a good
he's
spokesman.
a great spokesman
He
for
is.
this resort. Western industry. What have you been seeing?
Doing very well. We just finished our trade show last month in January, which is a 5-day show. We set a record for us personally, but the show itself was very well attended. People come in, store owners like Dell, come in from all over the world. This is the largest Western market in the world.
Where's that at?
It's in Denver, Colorado,
Oh wow.
the Merchandise Mart. And yeah, we set a record this year. We're doing very well. The lifestyle is real strong. So.
What would you attribute that to?
It's cyclical. It
Okay.
certainly is. But I don't know. I think people, especially, it's interesting. In tougher times, people, it seems like to me, and I've been in this business for over 30 years. I started in retail like what Dell is doing with my father. But when times are tough, people seem to go back to their roots and what gives them peace. And I think the Western part of the world, part of that is what that is. I mean, people just go back to things that,
Yeah.
old movies and their old heroes.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, your hero was cowboy. So I think that's part of it. But it's also very much part of the United States.
Yeah. Country
And,
music is huge
Yes.
as well too.
Yeah.
Number
Bigger
one-
and
number
bigger
one
every year.
format, yeah. Yeah.
Crazy. Let's touch on these real quickly. We can't let you go anywhere without mentioning your
Well-
the wall of boots.
The wall of boots, yeah, we do have a wall of boots.
A wall of boots.
Yes. The reason I brought these is because these are Dan Post boots, and the reason Craig is with us today, he's going to be in the store today, tomorrow, and Sunday, and Daryl Kesner, who is the sales rep for Dan Post Boots, is also going to be in the store.
Oh, fantastic.
And so if somebody wants to get fit properly, professionally, and learn about hats and just come in and talk to Craig or Daryl, they're in the store and they'll be available for that.
You probably should set up some red velvet ropes. 11,000 people in town this weekend.
Is that what
Winter
11,000?
Carnival is
Really?
what the barometer is saying, so I have a feeling you guys are going to be super busy.
Yes.
Located right down, what's the cross streets for FM Lights?
Between 8th and 9th.
Between 8th and
Yeah,
9th?
yeah, we're closer to 9th.
Are you going to put, what's the horse's name again?
Lightning.
Are you going to put Lightning out?
Lightning is out 365 days a year.
So it doesn't matter, but
It
you have a
doesn't matter, no.
huge snow boot in front of your store
We
right
do,
now.
wasn't that great? Yeah,
So
the high school kids did that.
Perfect.
Perfect, yeah,
So-
absolutely.
You're probably going to have a great weekend.
I think so.
yeah.
We're looking forward to it.
Thanks for coming down. Thanks for coming down.
One
to
other
Steamboat
thing I
Springs.
forgot to mention, if anybody's got a hat that they want me to clean up or reshape, please bring it in. I'll be glad to do that.
I've seen that process too down
Yeah.
at your store.
Yeah,
It's,
we got a steam.
We got a great steamer,
Yeah.
got a great steamer.
We've been with FM Light for over 100 years, Stetson has, and it's the longest continuing Stetson dealer west of the Mississippi.
no kidding.
No kidding,
Look at you guys.
yeah.
We're good friends.
I learned something
If you can stay in
every day.
business that long, keep it going. you're
Yeah, it's
doing
kind of crazy. I think we're blessed to have a store like yours in this town.
Oh, thank
so.
you.
It's
Thank you.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
You guys are in town for Winter Carnival. You live here, just passing through. FM Light, it's an institution here in Steamboat Springs. We got some special guests in the store this weekend, cleaning hats, making friends, answering questions. Go down there and visit them. We'll be back with more here on Steamboat Today.